Today, I have the pleasure to have with us Bjørn Refsum. Bjørn is the CEO of EPAX Norway. Hi, Bjørn. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, I have the first questions, very peculiar regarding your company. So, I know that EPAX is owned by Norwegian fish processing giant Pelagia since 2017. So can you tell us how this change to be vertically integrated has influenced EPAX's strategic direction and priorities?
Yes, I will. No, EPAX have had many different owners through the years, but what has been quite clear is that the strategy of EPAX have been staying firm.
Yeah.
Now being a part of Pelagia, that has given us some very powerful tool to strengthen our strategy further. So as a part of Pelagia, which is one of the world's largest fish processing company, we have now direct access to high quality fish raw material, which in turn enable us to develop a range of new healthy marine-based ingredients. So for example, we have just opened our new crude oil processing plant, where we take the trimmings from our fish fillet production to produce super high quality crude oil, which again will be turned into more advanced product by further processing.
Okay, good. And now I saw in your website that the EPAX new slogan is "Oceans of Possibilities."
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, you know, we are in the middle of a large expansion. We invest around $35 million in a new processing technology, more capacity. And in this part, of course, Pelagia plays a very important role for us to support our, I would say, aggressive plans. So we see so many opportunities in developing new healthy ingredients from resources, where we can get them from the ocean. Although the omega-3 concentrates, which represent our main core, our R&D department are fully occupied in developing and actually writing patents on new marine-based ingredients. So the ocean brings us so many possibilities and opportunities, and that's what we mean.
Okay, thanks. So you were mentioning omega-3. So can you explain briefly in the role of omega-3 in assisting disease prevention, in particular cardiovascular disease?
Yeah, you know, our EPAX concentrates with various EPA and DHA ratios and concentration has for the last 35 years been used in over 100 clinical studies. And it has been published more than 30,000 papers on the issue. So it's clearly evidence that EPA and DHA in higher concentrations supports the immune system and actually manage the cardiovascular status, among others. So I believe that the fact that we have omega-3 concentrates as drugs in ways is the proof of the pudding.
Okay, so I mean, that's my personal curiosity because I used to take some supplements on the omega-3, but there is always the same question, which is the quantity? How much is the quantity real of benefit for yourself? And I receive several answer every time. So I don't know if you could tell us a very simple way to adapt a good quantity for each one.
Yeah, this is a tricky, I would say, area, but most governments, they say that you should have half a gram of EPA and DHA daily to support your body. When in terms of drugs, to see any treatment effects of drugs, you should be in the range of 3 to 4 grams, almost 10 times the dose which you would take in your daily diets. So, but we stick to the recommendation, of course, which is given by the various governments around the world, and that's half a gram of EPA and DHA, which basically means one capsule of high quality concentrate.
Okay, I will let you know which is the quantity that is in my box, okay?
Yep.
And then I see if it is the same, because it's always the same question anyway. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. So, Bjørn, can we speak about now the actual emergency, COVID-19? So, how do you estimate the consequences, particularly for your industry, in the short and in the long run?
Yeah, well, we have been speculating about this, of course, and we believe that in days like this, people tend to take even more care about their health. And I think in that picture, the omega-3 concentrate is a natural choice. But it's hard to estimate the consequence, at least on the mid-term or long-term view. We see that on the short term, however, we haven't seen any decline in our industry. So obviously people are taking their omega-3, but how this would look in a year or two, it's of course very, very hard to say. So we just say here at EPAX, we take a day at a time and see how it develops. But we haven't slowed down or put on hold any of our project. We are continuing as before, developing new products, writing patents, investing here in the plant, etc., etc. So we believe that, well, you shouldn't underestimate the chance of doing something better as a consequence of a crisis.
Yeah, who knows? We cross our fingers for that anyway. Everybody, every country, every industry. So that's a very strange, let me say, strange time.
So I think we will at least take these opportunities which this crisis brings and change our business slightly. And I also see that the fact that we are being an integrated part, we control the whole value chain from the fish to the actual barrel of oil through our ownership. In a way, to control the whole value chain is a big strength, and that's something we have experienced. And I hope that our customer also have seen the benefit of dealing with EPAX, that we have been able to supply the same good quality, been delivering on time, etc. Haven't actually been interrupted as an effect of these difficult days.
So we can say that, what we can expect is something that could go in the right direction, in positive direction.
We cross fingers and hope for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Bjørn, I thank you very much for the explanation that you gave us. So I wish you the best. I thank you again. I wish you the best. And of course, take care of yourself, of your family, and of your colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And same to you.
I will do my best. Grazie. Ciao.
Ciao.